What's up, rail fans and model railroaders? As you may have seen by the intro, we're doing a mini review and unboxing of this Greenbrier Gunderson Multi-Max Autorack, specifically in the Kansas City and Southern paint scheme. So I bought this model from the train shop, and down below I'll flash the MSRP and what I paid for it. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box real quick. So it's pretty nice packaging. Your standard ScaleTrains stuff. Got the little instruction sheet here. With some information on the Gunderson Multi-Max Autoracks, as well as, some specs and such. Most of this is on their website, I believe. It's also got the nice exploded view diagram. And a parts list, as well as additional parts. Let's go ahead and put that off to the side. So it comes in your standard clamshell type blister pack with this really soft plastic sheeting. I don't know what this stuff is made out of, but I love the way it feels. Anyways, let's go ahead and pull it out. Set it down. It also comes with a packet of the bearing end caps, should you lose them. And also the packaging has these really nice little bumpers in there that you can see has a little bit of the roof section stuff depressed into it, so it keeps the paint from scratching up against the clear plastic. Also, I'm sorry if you hear a random fan noise or some kind of high-pitched electric noise. I have a 3D printer going right now as I'm printing some of the stuff for my Voron build. Anyways, let's get back to the action here. So it's a really nice model, and you can see a whole heck of a lot of detail here. It's got the proper prototypical, I believe, 28-inch wheels on it. And it's kind of hard to see. It's got the really fine detailed doors. And while these may be etched parts, they do not have the ability to be seen through. I believe there is a black sheet of plastic or something behind them, but it does give a really nice view there. If you want some of the see-through ones, you're going to have to go with a different brand. But overall, I like the effect that this gives. I don't need to see through it. Unless you're at track eye level, you're not really going to see through it anyways. And in this type of car, as far as I could tell, you don't really see the cars inside anyways, so it's not a huge deal to me. But do with that information as you want. It's got a nice bit of weight to it. And we have the A end here. So on this side, there are no opening doors. Same with on the other side. There's a lot of detail that you don't get in the Operator series. Some of the other stuff that you have, though, is like some of the plastic isn't painted and the coloring is a little bit off. It's kind of hard to see in the video here, but I can see it with my naked eye. It's one thing that ScaleTrains has, I think a lot of other companies struggle with as well, is when they mold the plastic, they don't bother getting the color right. Maybe it's impossible, but really I feel that they should be painting these parts if it's supposed to match, instead of just letting it be color matched as best as they can with a molded piece of plastic. Now this is the first run car here. So let's swing around to the B end. You can see the really finely detailed and molded brake stuff here. You can actually see the coloring here is a little bit off, at least to my eyes in the video. But the chain itself is molded plastic. It's not actual chain, unfortunately. That's not a big deal to me. I think it's a little bit more rigid and less chance of it falling down and causing shorts, etc. but the overall brake rigging detail is really nice. You have these really long couplers. Those are ScaleTrains metal couplers, and they call them a coupler type E. A lot of people don't like ScaleTrains couplers, and I'm not too partial to them either. Although they have gotten a lot better in the recent years. Some of my first ScaleTrains models, they were acceptable but not great. These ones so far seem to be a lot better, and I like that they don't have the little decoupling shank on there, the decoupling pin. Personally, I don't like those. They get caught up in everything, and I don't use magnetic decoupling, so it's not a huge loss to me. But overall, it's got a decent amount of weight, and I will show you the weight here in a little bit, as well as some of the coupler height stuff. So we switched over to my workbench real quick for this. We have 7.76 ounces. That brings it about 3/4 of an ounce overweight, which should be just fine. So in conclusion, this is a very nice model, and as far as I can tell, all the couplers and wheel gauges are accurate. This is the first run, and I believe the second run is coming out soon if it hasn't already shipped. And if there are any problems, hopefully they fix them in this run, or in the next run. So I'm not going to sit here and nitpick everything. If you see anything that you don't like in the video, you can call it out or not buy it. It's totally up to you. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what these look like for the first run. I think they did a very good job on them, with the exception of the weird colored plastic. But that's an issue with a lot of manufacturers, not just ScaleTrains. But I think at the price that you pay for these, you shouldn't really have that oddly colored molded plastic. That's just a personal opinion. But overall, did very well, ScaleTrains. Alright, well, I will talk to you later. Boulder Creek Yard out.